Welcome to Hammer and Nails with Skip and Alison Bedell.
Say something.
What's going on, everybody? I'm Skip Bedell.
I'm Alison Bedell.
And welcome back to Hammer and Nails podcast right here on this Friday.
Well, you're here the latest and the greatest on all unimportant news and unimportant topics that we like to argue about.
Everything totally irrelevant that you really don't need to know. But we're just going to cram into your head over the next hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
We thank you for joining us.
Yeah, we're back. We're doing our thing. And end of the week. This starts the weekend. I love Fridays.
Back to my, thank God it's Friday.
Yeah, Fridays are always like a good day. Because for me...
Are there any other lyrics to that song?
I think those are the only ones that matter. If there are others, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. And I think it's the one song that if it was to come on the radio, I don't know all the lyrics.
Yeah.
Because pretty much everything else, I can sing all the lyrics.
Right, and you do. By
I do.
the way, yeah.
Were you awake last night while we were driving back when I was singing every song from the 90s on 90s on 9?
Yes. Was I awake? That's a great question. How about I was trying to sleep, but you were fucking doing car karaoke to every single song on the radio.
Are you not impressed about my ability to know the lyrics to every song? Not only, but like R&B, hip hop, soul, like everything. I know lyrics to like everything.
Yeah, you definitely do. I will give you that.
People don't even realize my ability to rap and
you can't remember where you left your cell phone, keys, or glasses, but you remember the words to every song ever written. My
dad used to say that all the time. If only you could memorize your schoolwork like that.
Yeah.
And you know what? Actually, when he said that to me, I mean, and not to, I got straight A's in high school. Always. I was always honor society, and I did very well. However,
is there actually a society of honor?
Yes.
Like, really?
Yes.
Wow.
And they honor us.
What goes on in the society?
I'm in the who's who of high school students.
Who's who?
Yes.
Wow.
I am. Yep.
What actually goes on in the society of honor?
We sit around secretly and laugh at all the people who aren't in the society.
You're like, those dumbasses.
Idiots.
Fucking morons. Look at them studying and cramming in their study sessions with tutors and still getting C's and D's.
Yeah. Well, you know what, though? You know what I loved about that, just to get off topic, in high school, how there was always the cliques, and there was the smart kids, and then there was the jocks and the cool kids.
And the geeks and the nerds.
As soon as you graduate, man, that shit just went opposite. It went 180. So all the kids that were, like, doing well and who were smart and studied, they ended up being, like, successful. Then they turn into good-looking people.
You know why? Because they're smart and they make money. And now
Right.
everybody wants to hang out with them.
Right.
In high
And
school,
then,
you don't care because, like, you just get your parents' money
Right.
or whatever. Everybody's paying for your shit. But all of a sudden, like, the nerds went to school, went to college, got really good jobs.
And then they ended up being good-looking.
Yeah, and then, like, all of a sudden, like, they cut their shaggy hairdos and, like, got contacts instead of their, like, 3-inch thick glasses. And, like, now they're good-looking people with money, and they're all getting laid.
Yeah.
When, like, in high school, they couldn't get anything.
Right, and on the flip side of that, you got the ones that were, like, the best-looking and the coolest who end up being fucking losers, with the exception of you.
Yeah, speaking of which, you know what is funny that you're saying that? Because, well, thank you very much.
Because you were so popular, and you were the all-county wrestling champion.
Thank you very much. It's all genetics, I guess. I don't know. I'm not really sure about that. But I will tell you that I get these emails regularly. I think it's almost like to the point of harassment. It's on a daily basis, about 10 a day from classmates.com, which somehow, I don't know, someone must have signed me up.
How are they still existing after Facebook?
I don't know. They're like right up there with, what was the other thing that everybody did? MySpace. So, yeah. So I don't know, but I tried to stop it. I tried to quit and unjoin or something.
No, baby, you have to take the email, and then at the bottom of every email is unsubscribe.
Yes, I've done all of that, but I still get these emails sent to me every day. Look at today's latest pictures of like the graduating class of like your graduate of your high school, and check out these pictures
because you were wondering.
Yeah. So,
I needed to know.
Yeah, because I need to know. Like I didn't like them then. I haven't spoken to them in 30 years. I definitely don't like them now. I was like, why keep sending me these pictures of people that like I don't really know? Oh,
yeah,
man, every day.
Yeah, and all those people fucking hate you because they're like, why does that motherfucker look the same or better than he did in high school?
Oh my God! You know what's really scary is that like I actually see. Here's the problem. I just figured it out. God damn it! I just figured it out.
You did?
Every once in a while, I'll click.
Me.
Yeah. I'll click and I'll open the email. I think by opening it, they're probably like, oh, yeah, he's still interested. And they keep saying, I got to stop.
Ass.
Yeah. You know what? I just realized that. Anyway, much to my surprise, or not, when I open these emails, you're right. Hey, they sent me a bunch of pictures of people that I don't know and don't really remember from high school.
Or you don't recognize because they look like different people, like their big wide necks and their bald heads, and some with wrinkles from years of smoking and drinking.
Yeah. I mean, there were some people in school that I was friendly with, and guys like on my wrestling team. Like, I had some good friends, but there's a lot of people in my school, and many of which I didn't really hang out with or know. And you're right, there was like cliques, and and like if you're not part of the clique, whatever. It's like high school is like that whole hierarchy bullshit, right? So
it's like torture. It is like a form of like mental torture,
especially if you're not one of the popular kids.
That was me.
I was popular because I was like an all-star wrestler guy, but when I look at the pictures, I'm like, some of which I remember kind of who they are. They look nothing like they did back in high school, like not even close. Other ones I don't remember at all. I'll have to look in the yearbook and find their name. But then I'm like, wow, dude, what happened? They're like blown out. Yeah. Like huge, like they're just like huge and bald, like there's like somebody's like grandpa.
Yeah, you know what happened?
I'm like, what? I'm like, I know I'm the same age as you. Like, what happened to you, man? Yeah. Like, tell me your story that like you look like this.
Every once in a while, I remember the name of somebody who I was friends with, or somebody from like a long, long time ago that I wonder like, I wonder whatever happened to them, or if I can find them on Facebook. You know, so like it's just a random name that I don't even know why that person popped into my head. But a couple of days ago, there was this guy from high school whose name popped into my head. I'm like, haven't seen anything about him and all the mutual friends on Facebook. Let me see if I can find him. So I look up this guy's name, and there's like 3 people with that same name. It's an unusual name. And I clicked on the one that says New York, and I look, and I'm like, motherfucker, this guy aged horribly. And I could tell, like, I almost couldn't tell if it was him because it was... But I could see, like, in the eyes and in the brow, I'm like, that's him. Like, oh, my God, this guy looks like hell. Oh, my God, look at his ugly wife. And so then...
Wow, you're like... Wow.
Because he was a jock. He was like a football star in high school. He was like somebody who was a big to-do. So then I'm looking further.
He was like the good-looking guy, like the popular guy back then?
Yes. I went on a couple of dates with him. Like, that's... So then I'm looking further, and I'm looking and like more. I'm like, I gotta find something else. There's got to be something better in here. This guy, like, what the hell happened to him?
This is his busted older brother.
No, actually, it was his father.
Oh,
that's why he looked.
Wow.
That's why he looked the same.
Oh, but that's pretty. See, that's pretty scary. I swear that some of the people I'm looking at, it must be like their grandpa or something. I'm like, this can't possibly be the guy that I went to school with. How the fuck? And then I'm like, no, wait a second. And then I'll like run into the bathroom and look in the mirror like, oh God, wait a minute. We're the same age. Hold on. What the? And then I'll have to check and see if, like, I'm just, like, thinking that I don't look that bad. Maybe I really do. Let me go look again real quick.
Let me tell you, use that 30 zoom mirror that I have.
Oh, no.
And you will think that you look that bad.
No, you could, like, see inside.
That thing makes you want to commit suicide. If you're, like, on the edge and you're, like, you can't get the balls to do it.
That'll put you right over the edge?
That'll do it.
That's it.
Yep, get one of those mirrors and look at yourself close up with that 30 zoom.
That's it. You're done. Just kick the chair out.
That's it. Yes. You got the gun, you got the pills, you got the noose.
Pull the trigger, it's
Easy
over.
Easy breezy.
Like, all right, well, I guess that's it then. You know, I was kind of on the fence, but now thanks to your fucking 30 power mirror, I'm good. Let's just get this done.
Oh shit! Wow. Or better yet, on the balls, do it myself. I'll show you me in that mirror. Oh, you can do it for me.
God. Classmates.com. I was going to say Classmates.com. The same thing. Classmates.com. Please stop sending me emails.
You have to
That's like right up there on the top things that people send me that I don't want to get. Right up there with like dick pics. Like that's
You know what? But you have to actually, because you are one of those people that never delete your junk mail in your email box. So on your phone it says like a couple thousand emails that are unread.
7,400.
Yeah. Now I have like 10.
Yeah.
And the reason is because I'm purposely leaving those things unlooked at so that I can flag them easily.
Really? You have 10 emails that are unread?
Yeah.
You're right. I have thousands.
Yeah,
So
because
most of I just don't
delete.
even look at it.
You have to go online, go into your Yahoo account, and bulk delete. Like click everything from one particular sender, like or Groupon, and then delete them all. Right. And then what you need to do is when you get new emails from them, go to the very bottom of the email, and everything always has unsubscribe, so that they won't send you anymore.
And just type in big letters with like quotations. Stop it.
No.
No.
No. No.
No.
Yeah, just like that.
Stop it.
Stop it. Who did we do that to? What were we talking about with, oh, God.
This was like from Family Guy.
No, we did it on a couple of episodes ago. We were talking about that. Oh,
the guy's sending me dick pics.
Oh.
Yeah. No. It was the bearded something website, like with
the man bun.
Yeah, man bun, beard bun. Oh,
God, the bun.
Yeah, the man gay site or something. Like,
oh, yeah.
Yeah, evidently I have a huge fan club out there.
What was the name of that
boys.
Again? Oh, God. Spank Bank.
Yes.
The bearded Spank Bank.
Oh, God.
Oh, my husband's in the bearded Spank Bank.
Stop it. No.
Hey, at least I'm not in the bearded Spank Bank.
You might be.
If you get that 30 zoom mirror, I very well may be.
Oh yeah, you're like full on man beard in the 30 zoom. You kidding me? You got a man bun on your chin.
Why do you think I have a 30 zoom?
Oh God. Well, you might not be in the bearded Spank Bank, but you're definitely in some kind of Spank
I'm just
Bank.
like, thank God you have a beard, so you can't feel mine.
Oh. You're yeah. You know, I can kind of see your like in the sunlight sometimes, and like I can see a couple of little
Really?
Yeah, you got like a little fuzz, like a little.
Fuzz. Everybody's got a little
like a little
fuzz.
peach fuzz.
Of course I do.
And then once in a while, like there'll be one or two that are longer than the rest of the fuzz, like that are like kind of just sticking out.
Are
like,
you fucking with me?
Yeah, no.
Really?
Yeah, I'm serious. You know what you need to do? You need to like get that 30 zoom, but then like somehow look into a mirror with that mirror behind you, and then like have the sun shining past you.
Can I tell you something first?
What?
Fuck you. Fuck you for not fucking telling me.
I'm just trying to help.
You're not helping, because how are you telling me if you're not telling me that you're seeing something? Like when I see hair growing out of your ears, don't I fucking tell you? Or try to pluck it, or I shave it for you?
I'm getting you back for that time you let me walk around with that giant clump of broccoli in my teeth.
Bullshit. That's bullshit. I never did that. How fucking dare you tell me that I have hairs that you've seen that you? I always ask you, and you didn't point it out.
All right, take it easy.
No, I expect you to tell me.
All right, I'm telling you.
And I also expect you to be a little bit blind now, like me, and thinking that you don't see it.
All right, I'm telling you. Press pause and go grab some tweezers.
I already took care of it this morning, along with squeezing everything out of my face.
That's great. That is so sexy. Oh my God.
Somebody's got to do it.
Something down there just went ding. I just got, yeah. It's the opposite of ding. It's
hey man, how do you think I keep this look? You know what I mean? It takes a lot of work.
I don't
a lot
know
of plucking
what
and
you
squeezing
do
and
behind
washing.
the closed doors in the bathroom that you're in there for like an hour every morning, but whatever you're doing, just keep doing it.
I've already said to you, if something ever happened to me and I got paralyzed, I made you promise to pluck the things growing out of my face and to make sure that I keep shaved in all the right places.
I did. I promised.
So you know that there's things going on that you might not even know about.
I did promise, as long as I said it's a fair trade, you still have to keep up your end of the deal, so I might have to flip you over every now and then and put you into position and prop you up.
That's my job. I'm your
wife. Put a pillow
wife.
under your butt.
That's fine.
Yeah.
When you say that, we've already gotten on this topic before, but that just reminded me of like the old guy who got charged with having sex with his wife in the nursing home, and she doesn't remember who he is because she's got what is it called? Dementia.
Yeah.
And
like Alzheimer's or something.
Yeah. That's a real. I wonder what happened with that case.
What, he got charged with rape or something?
He got it's sexual assault or something like that, because she doesn't remember who he is, but he would go to the nursing home and have sex with her, but it's his wife.
Right.
So is she incapable of consent, or because they're married and he's? I wonder what's going on with that. I got to look that up.
What does the marital boundaries
say
my God. About not being
I have something I wanted to talk to you.
competent to make a decision to say no?
Yeah.
No.
No.
Just say no. Well, sometimes no means yes.
When does no mean yes?
Every once in a while.
When you say no, but your legs are getting further apart.
Yeah, when you say no, and I keep yeah, come on, it's okay, and you're like, no. I'm like, it's really, it's okay.
There.
No.
Listen to this bullshit.
Get out of there.
Listen to this. Pakistani men, this is in the news. I'm reading it. Pakistani men can beat wives lightly, Islamic Council says.
Oh, lightly?
Yes. The leader of a Pakistani Islamic Council has proposed a bill that allows husbands to, quote, lightly beat their wives as a form of discipline.
Lightly to discipline them.
Listen to this. The proposal bans forceful beating, saying only a small stick is necessary to instill fear.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah. A husband should be allowed to lightly beat his wife if she defies his commands and refuses to dress up as per his desires, turns down demand of intercourse without any religious excuse, or does not take bath after intercourse or menstrual periods.
So if she doesn't bathe afterwards.
Or the proposal also calls for a beating if a woman does not wear her hijab, if she interacts with strangers, speaks too loudly, or gives others cash without her husband's permission.
Oh, shit.
It also suggests bans on various activities, including women fighting in wars, but it allows women to participate in politics and become judges, and proposes that the need for a guardian for women of age is not required.
Hold the horses now. So they're letting them take like positions of power and authority? when did this happen?
But their husbands can beat them if they don't take a bath after
That's
their period.
great. She could be a judge, but she's still going to be subjected to. She's still going to be subjected to a beating if she defies her husband's orders. I love that.
Yeah, I mean,
can you imagine the husband walks into her courtroom and says, "Hey, you bitch, over here!
I got a stick.
Time for your beating."
You know,
he pulls out a stick and bends her over his knee and starts beating her.
Yeah, well,
wow, that's great.
Yeah, just saying, the other countries aren't like this one in their beliefs about equal rights and women this country is also kind of behind as far as women's rights, but that's just barbaric.
Yeah, there's some things. I mean, that's just, obviously that's crazy. I mean, they like stone you in the courtyard in front of like the villagers and stuff.
They throw people off the top of towers if they're gay.
Yeah. Do you know that if a woman is caught cheating on her husband, she can be stoned to death?
How much pot does she have to smoke?
Should be. That's a lot of weed. That's a lot of weed. That's a lot of weed. Well, maybe not. That chronic hydro stuff that they're talking about.
Hydroponic.
All the kids are doing. Yeah, I hear that stuff is pretty heavy. No, seriously, she will be tied to a post, lashed to a post, and stoned by the community to death.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy that stuff still goes on.
But the husband can have intermarital.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
See, now, there's something to be said about that, but I think the laws that really should apply everywhere is like if you're a thief.
Oh, I know, yeah.
Like
you get your hand cut off.
Absolutely. Cut a hand off.
Yeah.
If you're a rapist, cut his balls off.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Because I can promise you they'll never do any of those things.
No, cut their dick off.
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't know. Does like the dick still work without the balls?
I don't know, but I mean,
just like hanging there.
I would say cut the dick off so that you can have your balls and have the desire to fuck, but the frustration because you cannot, because you don't have a dick.
Yeah.
Although I'd say the guy with the balls would still be able to commit crimes against kids or shit like that.
These are things that really we should be taking a survey and asking our listeners, like, what do they think?
You guys, let us know on Facebook. Do you think they should cut off the dick or the balls for rapists?
Yeah.
I'm very curious to see what the majority of people would think about that.
Yeah. Well, let's get a vote going.
Yeah.
Hashtag dick or balls. Hashtag twig. Hashbag. That's you. You're my hashbag.
You're an asshole. Oh my God. Did you hear about that?
Hashtag twig and berries.
Twig or berries.
Yeah, twig or berries.
Did you hear about the guy who got charged because he killed a man who was attempting to rape his wife?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Didn't he stab the guy to death or something?
No. He beat the shit out of him.
Oh, he beat him to death.
And then he went to the hospital with head trauma, and he subsequently died. So then they charged him. So what had happened, and I think it's been on like every news channel, but it's been the topic of a lot of debate.
The guy already left the apartment.
He left the apartment,
but he was
was
running away and got
wait. The husband was outside of the building. The wife is in the apartment. Somebody knocks at the door. She opens it. The guy forces his way into the apartment, and he tells her, like, she's like, "I'll give you money, whatever, and he's like, "I don't want that." He's like, "I'm going to rape you," is what she says that he says. I don't know who says that, but okay. I mean, do you say I'm going to rape you when you're about to rape somebody?
I don't know. I really wouldn't know about that.
What usually do.
Let's take another survey. Another survey from the listeners. What do you say right before you're about to rape somebody? Is it that I'm gonna rape you, or is it that get ready, bitch?
Spread them.
Spread it.
So the neighbors heard screaming, but this is also like there's a lot of different versions or pieces of the story, and I also heard a version of the story that the wife managed to make a phone call from her phone to her husband, who then ran home. Now at this point, the man had already pulled off, I think, part of her clothing, and he left for I don't know what prompted him to eventually leave.
So
but by
he didn't
the time
actually rape her.
He didn't rape her, and he was still in the building by the time the husband got there. I think the husband saw him in the elevator or once he got out of the elevator around there, but outside of the apartment.
The elevator, yeah.
Yeah, and then they proceeded to fight.
Beat him to death in the elevator.
Yeah, they proceeded to fight, but the husband, who was like 25 years older than the rapist, the rapist, by the way, has a long criminal history, he got beaten really bad.
I love that. The old dude beat up the young thug. Beat his ass.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Beat that motherfucker to death.
I love justice.
Well, you know what? If you're out there raping people's wives, that's what you get.
That's what you deserve.
That's what you get. Sorry.
Yeah. So now the guy got charged, and I'm really, really, really wondering what's going to happen with this because there's lots of different angles on that with regards to how much is too much. At what point do you just try to keep somebody at the location until police come? Or is it how you articulate? Because a lot of it is if the husband articulates that he felt that his life was in danger, not just because his wife at that point was already safe.
Oh, articulate to the police, not to the rapist.
No, to the police.
Oh, because I thought you were meaning like, hey man, like why did you rape my wife?
No, because a lot of stuff you see on TV,
Listen, I'm not articulating anything to someone if they come in this house.
Articulate my fist in your mouth.
Yeah.
No, but you see on TV, a lot of it is about your intent.
Right.
And so I think depending on how the guy can express why he went to that point, maybe they were fighting to the point where the guy, hopefully he's going to say he was saving his own life because at that point his wife's life was already safe. Right. And there's also the adrenaline that happens.
Right. Now it becomes like an issue of, he's also fighting for his own life.
Right.
Now it becomes a self-defense issue.
Right.
Because if it was just the fact that it was like, he was beating the guy because of the act that he just did, then it could be considered, possibly a manslaughter thing.
Right.
Or,
because even fists are considered deadly weapons.
He has already left the wife now. She's no longer in imminent danger. Right. So the guy is fleeing. So now it's not like you're defending her life.
Right.
So now unless he can show he was defending his own life, then perhaps he's going to have a problem with that. But, once you enter into a hand-to-hand combat situation like that, anybody can die.
Yeah. And also, once you're in hand-to-hand with somebody, there's always that factor where if somebody is making you feel like they are capable of killing you and now you have to defend your life, the things that you may do, so because the fists then can become your deadly weapon. So hopefully I'm just hoping that the husband comes up with whatever argument that he needs to be able to be found not guilty.
Well, from what I heard watching, catching kind of like a little bit on the news and here and there when I'm in the car, is that a lot of people are saying that the jury might have a hard time getting a guilty conviction when there's so much of the public is like cheering this guy.
Yes, he's a hero for killing the rapist.
Yeah, he's a hero.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which, listen, you can understand that. Anybody can relate to that. If your wife's getting raped, there's no question that you're going to want to do damage to that person.
Oh,
if not, that doesn't, most likely that could very easily result in death.
Yeah,
so,
and also you got that temporary insanity, you know what I mean? Because that shit can make your brain go crazy, right?
Of course, yeah, but
I know that if it happened to us, you have that snap thing. You've got that thing where all of a sudden you turn into somebody else.
Yeah.
If that was the case, oh God.
Yeah.
I feel sorry for the person
that would be bad.
Yeah.
That'd be very bad.
Yeah.
But, it's like there's also this side of it, like the technical side of it from a legal standpoint, in that the guy was fleeing the scene at the time that this whole thing happened. And I don't think there were any lethal weapons involved, right? Was there any were there any knives or anything like that involved? I didn't get all the facts of that story. Okay. So now that's going to be a tough one.
Yeah.
That's going to be a tough one because there were no witnesses there that saw the beating happen. So right? So it's the husband's word against the guy.
Yeah.
And the guy's not talking.
No.
So That being said,
Also, I wonder if the DA's office is going to, because even though he was arrested by the police, it's the DA's office still has to decide if they're going to continue with charges. They don't have to. They don't have to take him to court.
Right.
If they find that there's not enough evidence or that they find that he's justified, he can go to grand jury.
Surveillance cameras in the elevator or in the hallways or anything like that in the building. That will
I think that we would have seen that on television if there was.
Maybe if they released it, But it's like the old saying that you hear many times. People will say, like, if you get into a confrontation with someone and you have to defend yourself with your life, with a weapon or with a gun or something like that, don't shoot them to injure them. You should make sure you kill them. Because if you don't, now they are left wounded, possibly paralyzed, ruined. Their life is ruined, and now they're going to turn around and point the finger at you and say, you ruined my life. Meanwhile, you were defending your own life. And it wouldn't be the first time that someone was defending their life with a weapon, killed the other person, and they wound up getting charged. You know? So dead men tell no lies. So I say, if you put in that situation, finish the job. I'm just saying.
Well, you know what?
Just saying.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Like I said, I'm all about justice.
Yeah.
I like justice.
That's going to be a tough case to try, I think.
There's lots of
interesting to see what happens with that one.
There's
right?
lots of rapists on the street who are on the street because they were not able to prove something, or they got a good lawyer, or whatever. So maybe it's. I guess that's one less rapist on the street.
Yeah, that's one way to look at it.
I'm grateful.
That's one way to look at it. Yeah.
I'm grateful.
Yeah, I think
thank you.
Yeah, you
husband.
should write a letter to the husband and say thank you very much for protecting all of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good
there
stuff.
That's a very serious subject. We're making light of it and having fun with it, but it's a serious problem out there. So
yeah.
All right, what else we got there, wifey?
Did you hear about? Just yesterday, actually, the results finally came in about the cause of Prince's death.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Do tell.
Yes. Okay, so it's kind of what we already suspected, but a little bit different than what was expected. He definitely died from an overdose. But what it was discovered that he overdosed on was fentanyl. Now, what is fentanyl, you asked?
Fentanyl? Isn't it like a weight loss thing or something?
No.
Oh, fentanyl, I'm thinking.
That's
right?
fentanyl.
Oh, okay. I know there's a fen in there somewhere.
And fennel is a food product.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So fentanyl is a synthetic opioid. So, but the thing with it is that it is usually prescribed to people who are like end-stage cancer. It's about 50 times stronger than oxycodone.
Oh, wow.
It's much, much more potent and stronger.
It's like a morphine type of thing. You know what? Now, yes, I remember hearing about that. That's where people have like chronic pain and Don't they set that up to like a pump or something like that? They could be like directly injected into you or something.
Yeah.
So,
so that it's a much stronger drug for people who've already been on morphine and things that they're like immune to now. They've developed a resistance to.
Right.
So it's a synthetic drug, and which means it's made.
Right.
So. Now they have to find out how did he get this, for one, because you don't usually get this prescribed. It's not likely that he would have been prescribed this drug by a doctor, and if he did, that doctor's in big trouble because the DEA is involved right now, checking that whole thing out to see what he was prescribed and where he could have gotten it from.
Feels like that whole Michael Jackson thing too, right?
Yes, with the anesthetic drug.
Yeah.
What the hell was that stuff called again?
I don't know.
Okay. So anyway, what's also, more importantly, about this fentanyl, I have a friend in the DEA who keeps me up to date on all these important things. This particular drug is most often made in Mexico. It's cheaper to make than it is the heroin, and so what they usually do is cut up some heroin or even cocaine with fentanyl, and they also make fake oxycodone pills with the fentanyl because it's cheaper to make than these other drugs.
Probably need less of it because it's so much
stronger
than the
main
ingredient. But
here's the problem with that. Because you'll have somebody who's a heroin addict, and they always know how many bundles or bags that they can do per day. Right. So they're like, I usually do, 3 bags, each time. So they'll use the same amount, but this stuff is 50 times more potent. They don't know that that's what they have. and they're using the same amount and they're overdosing. And this particular drug is a huge reason for all of the people dying who are overdosing, who are heroin addicts and oxycodone addicts.
Wow.
So this is a big part of the problem.
You really don't know what you're getting when this stuff is like on the street.
Yeah, my friend, the agent, he just did an arrest of heroin dealers where they seized the heroin during a buy and bust, and they bring it to the lab and they have it tested, and the heroin that they seized was 100% fentanyl.
Wow.
Which means that each little baggie were lethal doses. Each dose was a lethal dose.
Wow.
So whoever they sold that to would have used it and died for sure.
Wow, that's pretty scary.
And that's really scary, too, because these addicts, you can't see the difference. That's the whole thing. Like, when you get cocaine, you know what I mean? You see it. Like, it looks like white powder, right? It's always cut up what they talk about with baking powder or whatever.
You never know
Who knows?
What anything is on the street, street drugs like that. It's really scary. And this, especially like so many young people, this whole resurgence of heroin you hear about, which used to be like big back in the 60s and 70s and all that. Now, it's because it's so cheap. Evidently, kids are being able to get it, even like in good neighborhoods and affluent neighborhoods and all this, and like kids are like doing heroin again a lot, and that's pretty scary.
I got friends telling me who live in in districts near where my last house. They live. The one that school right up the street.
Right, really good school areas.
Yes, you were living in the same school district.
Yeah.
Who would have known? They were telling me that's running rampant in that school.
Isn't that crazy? And these are kids that come from really
good neighborhoods and good
affluent families, and wow,
yeah.
Because I think in your mind you associate that with low end neighborhoods or
it's not. Prince. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter. It doesn't discriminate.
No, it reaches out across everywhere, and it's really a huge problem. And now, hearing that's even more scary now.
Yeah.
Because that stuff is just so dangerous.
And they're marketing it to look like the pills, like with the markings on them, so that when you look up drugs.com to see what the pill looks like, they're making them to look like oxycodone.
Yeah, 'cause it's all about the profit margin with that.
Oh, yeah.
So if you can make something that costs, 50 times less and make, that much more profit and camouflage it to look like the thing that it's supposed to be doing that you're making 50 times more money on.
And what's crazy, too?
Right?
When the people die from the overdose, the people, like the friends of that addict, are racing to get to that person's dealer because they know that they got strong stuff, good stuff.
Oh, God.
So now they want what that guy has.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
You would think they'd be racing to that guy to tell him, hey, do you know your shit just killed somebody?
No, man, they want it.
That is just unbelievable.
Yep, some crazy shit. So listen, all you heroin addicts who are listening to this podcast right now, be careful.
Be very careful. It's scary stuff going on out there.
Very.
All right, so then that's confirmation then. So we know what happened with Prince.
Yeah.
I think everybody kind of suspected, there was something going on when they heard all the other stories about, he had his plane stopped over somewhere else, an emergency landing, and he had
an overdose the week before.
Yeah.
And so they gave him Narcan.
What a shame! So much talent, and just in our lifetime that we've seen that we've lost. So many people.
Drugs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Same thing. Can you believe Prince and Michael Jackson drugs?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Who would have thought that? Oh God, this was great. Did you see? I don't know that you saw this. It's a detergent ad from China. I don't, because we're not when you're home and I'm
everything
not,
from China now.
I don't know what you see on TV.
I don't watch TV during the day. The only time I ever watch TV is with you at night before we go to bed. So.
Okay, well, there's this Chinese ad for a laundry detergent. This thing is fucking awesome, awesome. But I'm being sarcastic. So, okay, so there's a black guy and a Chinese woman. And they're flirting together, and he leans in to give her a kiss. And she takes this detergent capsule and shoves it into his mouth, and then she shoves him into the top-loading washing machine. So his head, you know what I mean? You see him going into the washing machine from the top loading. She sets the machine on, and then when he comes out of the washing machine all done, he's an Asian guy.
Oh.
Could you imagine?
Wow.
All the things that implies that are just horrible.
Wow.
like she's like washing the dirt out of him, or like he's not good enough. He needs to be, or like that. Obviously, the Asian guy's better than the black guy. He needed to be,
Get a hold of Reverend Al Sharpton on that one.
Oh my God. Yeah. I mean, could it be more blatant? Like in the making of this, even the black guy in the commercial, you idiot.
The dude doing the commercial. This will just go to show you that people will do anything to get on television.
Or did they just get rid of him
sell
after
your soul, right?
after he did his part? He didn't know what the other half was going to be. They're like, okay, here's your $50 for the day.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's right, because he wasn't the guy that came out clean, right?
So
they just saw him going into the washing machine.
Yeah.
Okay, you go now. Here's your money. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. And then he sees himself on TV. He comes out like the squeaky clean Asian guy.
Oh, my God. It's so bad.
Yeah, that's right. He would have no idea. Oh, my God. And the Asian guy wouldn't have any idea either. He just think he's popping out of a washing machine.
Yeah.
Hello.
Oh, God. Well, that's very... Come on now.
I'm serious,
We're not
man.
saying that Asian people talk like that.
No, I'm not.
But they do. I mean, they have an accent. It's an American accent.
Listen, that is really terribly racist and
it's
like
really bad
and bad in a lot of ways.
Yeah,
So is anybody
shocked.
like making a huge stink over
well,
this?
yeah, it's like they stopped airing the commercial, but so I saw like a lot of African American black people on the news saying like all the different things that it could possibly, that it meant to them, and how awful it is. But I can't even believe how blatant, and that it was aired on television like that, and like that anybody behind that ad thought it was
on
okay.
where was this now? In China? In China. So
yeah.
what was?
And there's a lot of black people in China, and there's a lot of Chinese people in Africa. Now,
go figure.
Yeah, well, there's like the Chinese people in Africa. It's a very common thing. And like they're very like they get along and there's no issues, but in China apparently they don't have a very good view of the black race, and it's like they don't look at each other the same, you know what I mean? Even though they interact in both countries, they get along better in the African countries. Like the Asians are more accepting of the blacks in Africa than when they're in China.
Yeah. All right. So they won't bother them as long as they stay in Africa. Is that what you're saying?
Something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, I had no idea that there was any animosity between the races. I don't know until I read this article.
Yeah, who knew?
Yeah.
That's like the other side of the planet,
Can you imagine that commercial airing here?
No,
Woo!
God.
There'd be like riots in the street. Oh, my God.
Riots in the street now.
Wow. I found something really, really fucking funny online. I was looking to see how, like on, like there's Wiki how, there's like Wikipedia, and there's a Wiki how to do things.
Right.
So I found, at the bottom they always have like, if you liked this, you might be interested in this. So,
yeah.
Yeah, so there was this.
Next thing you know, you're looking at videos for like 3 hours went by because and if you like this one, check out this one. Like you can't stop watching these fucking videos.
Well, this one was at the bottom of, I can't even fucking believe it. People listening to this, you have to actually look at it because there's pictures that go along with it. This one is called Wiki How to Pee Outside as a Woman.
What?
Yes. It says, yes. And there's cartoons that are like literally showing you how to do it.
Oh, I got to see this.
Sometimes when you're out backpacking, camping, or hiking, you find that you really have to go to the bathroom. Unfortunately, it seems that the more you need to use the restroom, the further away it is. This often leaves you a little choice but to seek out your own restroom in the comforts of Mother Nature. This article will show you how to pee outdoors. It doesn't even say urinate. It's like how to pee outdoors. It's like, make up your mind. Okay, number 1, keep privacy in mind. You may not mind if someone sees you while you go, but other people could be offended. Try to find a bush, large tree, or a boulder that you can stand behind. Avoid trekking into a large bush. Plants often house insects and spiders.
Yeah, you don't want anything crawling up
Wouldn't
there.
want to have one of those on my chocha.
Oh, God, get some poison ivy in your snapper. That could be a problem.
I love when you call it snapper.
Imagine if your name was Ivy and you got poison ivy in your snapper.
Okay. All right, next. Number 2. Avoid urinating outside in public places. Try to find a restroom, even if it's the men's. Urinating in public places is against the law in most cities and could earn you a citation or worse. But if you absolutely must, try to find a place behind lots of bushes where no one can see you. Another option is against a wall in an alleyway or behind a building. For
Wait,
safety
I thought it was
reasons.
supposed to be out in Mother Nature. I mean, in an alleyway or what?
It depends on where you are, you know.
Behind a building or a boulder. It's either a boulder or a building. Like,
For safety
wrote this?
reasons, try to have a friend with you, especially if it's nighttime or if you're in an unsafe area. Now look at this chick
You need
behind.
a pee buddy.
Look at this. Look at this chick squatting against the wall outside the building, and her friend standing there supervising.
do they actually show like the pee coming out of her?
I don't know. Let me see the next one.
Oh God.
Oh, here, yeah. Here we go.
What?
Number 3. Choose a soft ground rather than a hard ground. Okay? It's the
Very
ground.
important. Very important.
Soft surfaces like grass and pine needles absorb fluids more readily than hard surfaces. This will help reduce backsplash.
Oh my God. Let me see this picture.
Hey, there's a picture of the ass squatting over the ground, and you see like the little yellow
So
stream.
she's got her pants pulled down down
the
to
ass
like her
exposed.
thighs.
Yep.
She's doing like a deep squat.
And look at the green check mark
with her
to show you
butt-
that's the right way.
Oh yeah, thumbs up. They show you the picture of how not to do it with a lacrosse through it, and then like the one with like the check mark, like ding.
I must say, I can recall from, I don't even remember when in my childhood, that yes, it does splash back up. If you're squatting over something hard, it does splash.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't like that. Oh, here's a better picture. 4, this is a good one. Keep the wind in mind. If it's windy, make sure that you're facing away from the wind.
Yeah.
This will help you direct your urine away from you. There's another squat picture.
That's great. Well, I can tell you, as growing up as someone who has hunted and also spent a lot of my life fishing, like out in the ocean, offshore fishing, where there's a lot of wind and a lot of waves, and when you got to go, sometimes you go right over the side of the boat if for some reason you can't get into the bathroom on the boat. Mm-hmm. And wind is definitely a very relevant factor.
Blow it right back on you,
you've
right?
heard the saying, "Don't piss in the wind." Yeah, that's why. Yeah, or pissing in the wind. It's like oh man, that's like as bad as pissing in the wind.
Isn't that a song? All we are is piss in the wind.
Yeah, no, that's dust in the wind. Yeah. That would be like when you're really old and you piss into the wind. It's like, it's dust. Dust comes out. Yeah.
Okay, number 5, avoid slopes if you can. If you do find yourself on a slope, turn that you are facing downhill. This way, your urine will drain away from you and not back towards you.
That's great. You got to be on a windy hill and piss uphill. the wind is blowing down, and you're.
You got to figure out the direction of the wind, the direction of the hill. Where are your feet? Make sure it doesn't splash. It's got to be on a soft hill. So we've got 2 pictures here, one with a check mark, one with a circle and slash of the chick squatting on a hill.
This is really funny because, there's a red circle with a line through it. Like, don't do it this way.
Do it this way.
And then the other one.
She's facing downhill, and that's got the green check mark.
I don't understand that, though. Either way, the pee's going to run downhill, right? Look
Right.
at the one that has the line through it. It's
gonna
not going to go
yes.
uphill.
It's not going to, yes.
Right.
So this one doesn't make sense. Okay.
Who wrote this?
All right, number 6 of how to pee outside as a woman. As a woman. So if you're pretending to be a man, that's a different...
Oh, yeah, that's a totally different, yeah.
When I pretend to be a man, is going to be a different way I have to do it.
Right,
Okay.
right.
Number 6, find a place that was before I transitioned.
Oh, right.
Find a place that is at least 200 feet away from water, trails, and campsites. If you go too close to any of these places, you risk contaminating the water supply and spreading illness.
Oh, that could be a problem.
Yeah, so here's a picture of a tent with a circle and slash, a tree with a circle and slash, and a check mark on a big rock.
Yeah, you got to go behind the boulder. Actually, there's 2 boulders next to each other that look like balls. That's great. Look at that. Come on.
Can you believe that this is something that's on the internet? Okay, there's
actually instructions with like cartoons to how to animate.
Oh God, I didn't even see this. There's a method 2 of 3, peeing outside. Number 1, get your clothes and underwear out of the way. Not only are wet clothes uncomfortable, but staying wet can lead to infections.
Really? Like you wouldn't know to do that? Yeah. Let me just leave my underwear on.
Once you have gotten your skirt, dress, shorts, or pants out of the way, pull your underwear down until it's halfway down your thighs. If you're wearing a skirt or a dress, pull it up by the hem until it's at waist level. If the dress or skirt is full with a lot of fabric, bunch everything up in front of you. There should be no fabric hanging behind you.
Are you serious?
Yes, I am.
People are actually reading this, which is scary.
I'm reading it.
Yeah. We're
learning something.
We're all listening to this right now. You included, people. This is scary, but somebody actually took the time to not only write all of this and think
And
of it,
animate it.
and then they did all the digital, like the computer generated animation.
Yeah. If you're wearing shorts or pants, unbutton and unzip them first. Then pull them halfway down to your thighs. Do not let them go past your knees or they may get wet.
The funniest thing is, if you think about it, this is like from the earliest time of man, like caveman time, right? We've always peed outside.
Yes.
So like we need someone now, some blog geek that's sitting behind a desk on his laptop to tell us all how to do it.
I got paid to do this.
Yeah.
Oh, this is the important part now. Number 2. Try the crouch or squatting position. Place your feet a little more than shoulder width apart and squat down. Keep your balance by leaning forward. This will put your privates behind you and your underwear and pants and shorts if you're wearing any. If you have any trouble keeping your balance, try to touch the ground in front of you with one hand.
That's great. You get into like the football stance, right? Yeah. Like you're ready to snap the ball back to the quarterback.
Yes. Use your hand to hold shorts or pants close to your knees. This will help keep them from getting wet. Oh, this is now. First of all, I just want to show you the picture of that one because that's just classic. That's what you see in the ladies' room at a club, right?
That is great. Yeah. And well, in front of her, while she's got the puddle of pee she's standing in, there's also a puddle of puke. And then someone's holding back her hair behind her going, it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. And then she's going.
And you got me in the next stall going, greasy lamb chops. Greasy lamb chops. Just trying to make
and
her
then
think.
The chick
get
throwing
disgusted.
up and peeing on herself is going, why did he leave me?
Okay. Number 3, try sitting between 2 objects. Now, I can't say I would have ever thought of this one. Find 2 objects, such as rocks or logs. Sit down on the edge of one object and rest your feet up on the other. Scoot forward so that your privates are right above the ground. They should not be touching the object you're sitting on. Also, make sure that your thighs are not touching.
I have something to say about that, okay? As someone who's hunted for many years, I can tell you that a fallen tree is a great place to do that because you can, especially if you have to go.
If you have to take a shit.
Yeah, especially if you have to go number 2.
Yeah.
But you have to remember that when a tree falls, a lot of things decide to live in it.
Oh.
Yeah, from ants and termites and all kinds of things that can be not very pleasant. Yeah. Beehives, one of which I happened to find one time when sitting on a fallen tree.
You were taking a shit on a fallen tree?
I was. Yeah. Yep.
On the tree, or like we're using it for like balance?
No,
or?
over behind the tree. It didn't go on the tree. Yeah.
Why were you taking a shit next to a fallen tree?
I was not next to it. I was like using it as something to sit on. Yeah.
So what, your ass was hanging over the back of it?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes.
So now, didn't you scrape your balls on the bark?
No. Kind of like you're sitting kind of past that. Sitting like toward. It's not a giant round. Like a 3-foot.
Now, if you've got like 12-inch long balls like Joe, what do you do about that?
You'd probably have to cup them and hold them up.
Now,
Yeah.
doesn't that put your hand uncomfortably close to your shithole?
No. There's some space between there.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can't say I've ever contemplated putting my hand down there when I'm taking a shit.
Yeah, there's kind of like some space between that.
The taint.
The taint. Yeah, the bingus. Yeah, this is. There's some different terms they use for that piece of real estate.
Okay.
That's a very interesting little strip of land back there. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm appreciative for this next piece of information, and it's also for the people with an IQ of about 40. When you're done urinating, get off your makeshift toilet. Try to avoid the puddle.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
Yep.
Are any of these instructions necessary? Like, would anybody?
Apparently.
Like, is anyone out there in danger of doing any of these things wrong? This is what I need to know. Like, would you not pull your pants down far enough? Would you stand in the puddle?
I think that
would you pee into a strong wind?
Every scenario, I think, sometimes I think we give people too much credit and we forget that there is something of everything out there.
Yeah.
And there are people who might really be looking this up on the internet because they got to pee outside and they got their phone and they're like, oh my God, there's no toilet for miles.
Could you imagine, like there's someone, like you say, like how would that person ever survive outside of like their cubicle?
Yes.
That is the person that would go on and Google how to pee outside.
Yes, and here it is.
That's pretty scary.
And I've discovered it.
And the scary part is that there's probably millions of clicks on that video. There's a lot of people that need to know this knowledge.
It's getting some good promotion right now.
Oh my God.
Number 4, consider going into a wide mouth bottle. For this, you'll need to slide your underwear and shorts and pants all the way down to your ankles. Kneel down on the ground and place the bottle between your legs. Eliminate into the bottle. Be sure to label the bottle and not to use it for any other purpose.
Oh, this reminds me of a story. You just reminded me of a story.
Please do tell.
I have to tell you about this story. So back in like the 80s, right? I think I was in college, probably first year college. I had this white car. It was a Corvette. And we were driving from Long Island upstate, I think, to Oneonta, and there was like a girl.
So you're popular in high school. You looked good. You were in sports. You were all county champion.
Yes.
And you had a Corvette.
Yes, I worked hard. I saved a lot of money. I did. I bought that car myself, by the way. Yep.
You did.
Yep. Well, that was like, that was like 3 or 4 cars in that I traded up, kept trading up, and then used like.
You did have a very good work ethic.
Yeah, and like every penny of savings that I had.
Yeah. Your dad did good with you.
Yeah, I started earning my own money at about 9 or 10 mowing lawns and stuff, and I saved it. So anyway. Here I am with my new white Corvette, right?
Your dad must be so proud.
It's wintertime, which you don't really want to be driving this car upstate in the snow and the slush and the ice and the salt and sand on the road, right? But I did. And so I have my good friend that I knew since a young guy with me, and we're going up to also with another friend behind me who also has a Corvette, which I met in like some car club or something, right? And so now we're driving up the New York State Thruway, and quite fast, I might add. And we come in, up there it gets super cold, as you know. You went to school up there. And so once we get up into like the mountains, the roads are getting frozen and all that stuff. And the buddy that's with me in the car has got to pee. He's got to go bad, right? And there's nowhere. I mean, we're like up in the mountain roads. There's nowhere to stop. It's on the thruway. There's guardrails and stuff. I could probably pull up, but it was like icy and not good. So I'm like, you know what? You're going to have to hold it. And he's like, dude, I can't hold it. Like, I need to go like, right now. You need to pull over. So there's really nowhere to pull over. Like, this car has super low clearance, shouldn't even been on the road with this car in this weather. But we are. So here comes the story with this Yoo-Hoo bottle, which happens to be in my car, which from a previous road stop that we made when we got gas. We went in one of those, roadside throughway places and the convenience thing and got something to eat. And he had a bottle of Yoo-Hoo. So, evidently, there's still a little bit of Yoo-Hoo in the bottom of this bottle, but there's enough space in the bottle for him to use this bottle.
On top of the Yoo-Hoo?
I guess. I don't know.
Still Yoo-Hoo in the bottle.
I'm going to finish the story, and then you can judge for yourself.
Okay.
So he's like, I got to go right now. And I'm like, dude, I can't pull over like right now. He's like, I'm going to go in this bottle. And I'm like, he actually went, he like turned and like kind of faced away from me a little bit, and he goes in the bottle. So he's got his junk in and you said like wide mouth bottle. It's like, evidently it had that. However he did it, I didn't look. All I know is that he did it. And I go, motherfucker, if you get a drop of that on my seat, my new car, I will fucking kick you out of the car while we're doing 70 miles an hour. So he didn't. Evidently every drop stayed in there because I never found any evidence of it in my car. But now he's got this bottle. What are you going to do with, right?
Did he have the cap on it?
He didn't have the cap on it, no. So he decides that he's going to throw this bottle out the window as we're going.
Oh, no.
So he opens the window.
Idiot!
Opens the window. Thank God none of it splashed back into the car. But he throws the bottle out the window. Rolls the window back up because it's freezing. We get to where we're going. We pull up to Oneonta University, to this sorority house where this girl that I'm dating, right, invites us up to this party that we're going to go to for the weekend and have this great time. And I'm taking my fancy new car up there and everything, right? We're going to have a great old time. And I roll up to the sorority house, and out comes the girl and all her girlfriends. And, ooh, look at this car. So they look at the car and they're like, what's that on the side of your car? And I'm like, no, white car, no less. I come around the other side, and here is a giant brown and yellow streak that flash froze to the car because it was so fucking cold. So it was like a racing stripe starting from the passenger door all the way down the side of the car, and then wrapped over because like the wind, like carries like aerodynamics carry it across the back windshield. Over the back bumper, it was like you could see like the aerodynamics of the car because the air actually went down the bumper, and there was evidence of brown and yellow frozen solid to the car. And I couldn't even get the car washed because it was so cold. There was no car washes that were open. Right. So for the rest of the weekend, I had to drive around with the piss and the yoo-hoo frozen to the side of my new Corvette. Yeah, it was.
Yeah. That sucks.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, and I'm like, you motherfucker.
God.
Yeah, I was all excited to get my new car out on this road trip, and now I got a P and Yoo-hoo racing stripe.
Gross. That reminds me of when I was, I think I was probably about 7 or so, and me and my mom were in Queens or something, I think, visiting a grandma, and we were on the expressway on the way home, and she pulled off onto the service road where there was a McDonald's, and she told me to go in and get a burger and a chocolate shake. And I went in, and I thought to myself, I like vanilla shake.
Oh.
So
you made the executive decision that you're going to change the order?
Yeah. Yes. And so I was on the line. I ordered the vanilla shake and the burger, and I don't remember why it took so long. But I get outside. She started moving the car. We're driving now. She takes a sip of the shake and immediately got pissed. Like, why is this vanilla?
Oh, God.
And I was like, I don't know. I tried to be like they made a mistake. And she knew I was lying because I liked vanilla.
You're a terrible liar, by the way.
Yeah.
It's like all over your face.
Yeah. So she took the shake and threw it out the window.
Oh, no.
And the same thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the same.
Was it cold out?
No.
It just stuck all down the side of the car?
Yeah, it flung. It you know what I mean? Like made a... Yeah.
Right. Well, at least that she could roll through a car wash or hose it off when you get home. This was frozen solid. You went to school up there upstate New York.
Oh, yeah.
It gets 30 below. It gets crazy cold up there.
Yeah, and that fucking plan totally worked against me. Because it was like, you're not going to benefit from getting the wrong flavor.
Yeah.
Now nobody's going to have a shake.
Did you have to clean the car?
No.
Who washed the car?
No. I don't think I did.
Oh,
I don't remember any of that.
That's
but I just
funny.
remember like it was yesterday, her flinging that shit right out the window.
Vanilla? Oh, no. Out the window.
I know. What the fuck, man? Just drink the vanilla and let me have it.
You're like, hey, give it to me. I'll drink it.
Yeah, exactly.
Just for that, you're not getting it either.
Yeah, that was my punishment.
Wow.
Yep. You know what she also used to do now that we're talking about, because I'm still not finished with this how to pee thing. When I was also little, for as long as I can remember, she would make a toilet seat out of her arms for me.
Oh, cool.
And she would squat outside and make the round seat, holding her hands together to make the toilet seat. And I would sit on her arms.
See, now that's a mom thing to do.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Wow.
I always had a nice, warm, soft toilet seat to sit on no matter where we were.
Wow. I wouldn't even have thought of that.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. You should thank your mom for that.
Thanks, Mom.
Yeah. Wow. A heated toilet seat.
Yep. And it worked like a charm because, it was in front of her. I hope that she was conscious, like this thing said, of the hill and the wind direction. I don't know if it, But, I always got to sit on those arms.
Wow.
Nice.
That is a loving mom right there.
Yeah.
To make a toilet seat out of her arms for you. Wow.
Let me get to number 5 of this thing. Oh, the number 5's picture is classic. Just to look at this page for this nice picture. Always wipe yourself dry. If you don't dry yourself, you may get an infection. You can use baby wipes, tissue, toilet paper, or even a, quote, pee rag.
A pee rag?
What the fuck is a pee rag? What?
Wait a second. Doesn't everyone have a pee rag? Now, usually you keep your handkerchief in one pocket that you blow your snot into, right? How nasty is that, by the way? Like people, I hope don't do that anymore.
They put it back in their pocket?
Yeah, but I remember my grandpa used to do that, right?
Me too.
And he would always have that snot rag in his pocket,
they put
right?
It back in the
and then
pocket.
when you're a kid, you're always got the sniffles and shit, and he'd take it out, hold it against my face, and here blow your nose, and I'm like, oh no, no, get it out of here.
Everybody snot in it.
Yeah, man. And then they fold it up and put it back in your pocket. Stop it.
No.
Yeah, I haven't seen that happen in quite a while. Men carrying handkerchiefs.
Yeah.
Chiefs.
Handkerchiefs. I think old men, actually.
Well, yeah, that generation. That's how they always had that.
Not a lot of them left, though. They're almost all dead.
Yeah. The snot rag generation.
So what is a pee rag? Is that something you put back in your pocket as well?
I'm thinking.
I've never heard of a pee rag. Where is this person from who wrote this?
I don't know.
If anybody knows what a pee rag is, please feel free. Facebook.
I think you keep it right in the pocket next to your pocket watch pocket. Where you have the pocket watch and the chain hanging down, right? And then the snot rag in your upper left pocket, and your handkerchief pocket of the breast pocket of your jacket, of your sport jacket. Yeah, and then somewhere back there along on your hip, there's another pocket for the pee rag.
Okay, now listen to this instructions. This is very important to pay close attention. If you're using baby wipes, tissue, or toilet paper, do not leave it on the ground. Put the used paper into a plastic bag and throw the bag away once you find a trash can. Now, let me ask you this. If you have a plastic bag in which to put your used paper, why wouldn't you piss into the bag as well?
Right.
Okay? So that would be your toilet.
This is actually Wikipedia telling us all how that we should properly
to pee as a woman.
So
when you're pretending to be a woman, this is how you're going to do it.
Yeah, well, good news. I won't have to watch that video.
Yeah. If you're using baby wipes or any other wet wipe, try to find one that does not contain alcohol. Because, you have a choice out there when you're looking to pee on the ground. Too much alcohol can kill both the good and bad bacteria. This could lead to a urinary tract infection.
See, one more reason that I'm glad I'm a guy, because we don't have to worry about any of this shit. And we just just walk up to a bush.
You just shake your dick and keep going.
Well, just whatever, a couple shakes, you're good,
Oh, this is important information. Thank God. Oh, God. Okay, I think I'm safe now. A pee rag is a handkerchief or a bandana.
Oh.
You wipe yourself with it, then hang it out in the sun to dry.
Really?
Yes, the sun's ultraviolet rays will help disinfect the rag. Keep in mind, however, that if you're in a damp, rainy, or humid area, you'll need to rinse the rag often or it will begin to smell.
So after you dry it in the sun, you can put your bandana back on your head. What? I guess that's what Bret Michaels does. I don't know. I mean, he's got a snot rag, pee rag, dish towel, everything, right? I mean, right there. Think about how convenient that is.
This thing is basically saying to just hang it out to dry.
Yeah.
And not to wash it.
Yeah.
Wow.
How about the dudes that tie their bandana around their neck like the cowboy cats?
Oh, yeah.
What's
that smell?
Yeah.
Smells like pee around here.
Why does it always smell like pee up around here?
Yep.
Well, I reckon it might be that piss rag tied around your neck. Just saying.
Look at this cartoon of this chick. She's wiping from the back.
Oh, yeah. You got to wipe from the front to the back.
That's right.
Never the back to the front.
That's right. She got that rag right in her ass crack. There you go.
Oh, God. There's actually animated graphics showing you the correct way to wipe.
Now, this next part is very...
Who's looking at this?
Educational. Method 3 of 3. Now, this is teaching me something because I didn't scroll this far down the first time I looked at it, and I'm actually learning something right now for the very first time, as are all of our listeners. Using female urination devices. Now, this thing looks like a wide-mouthed condom that comes to a point but is shorter, right?
What the hell is that? That looks like a stretched-out diaphragm.
Right. Yes, it looks like if you took the middle of a diaphragm and pulled it, stretched it out, that's what it looks like.
Well,
yes.
Does that even exist? Where would you buy such an apparatus?
I don't know. I think, for some reason, I feel like this is ringing a bell.
Well, also
so you can pee standing up. I think I remember seeing this But I mean, obviously, it's not a popular item. But I think that they do sell these things.
So now, what? I mean, that's a very small amount.
Look at it. No. In this picture,
oh God, look at that.
It looks like she's holding like a dick on her, like a dildo, kind of, right? Like a pointy pink dildo.
You guys really need to see these pictures because it is just
it's educational.
It's freaky.
It says they're small enough to keep in your purse or bag. Some are disposable, while others are reusable. You can buy them online. Some stores sell backpacking and camping supplies may also sell them. They look like funnels, except the top is slanted. Female urination devices may also be called FUD, female urination aid.
FUD.
Now that makes no fucking sense. As in addition to FUD.
Yeah, go out and get yourself a FUD.
Female urination aid, stand to pee device, or a portable urination device.
I love it.
Which is a PUD.
That's a PUD. Is that like another word for a dick? PUD.
Putz.
Putz.
Yeah, that's Yiddish, I think.
Oh God.
Yeah. 2. Consider practicing with one ahead of time. Before you plan on taking a female urination device with you to an event or a camping trip, you may want to practice with one in the shower. They can take some time getting used to. The last thing you want is using it for the first time on a trip and ending up with splatters and dribbles.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
You don't want to have the little wet marks, like the dribble marks, like guys do.
On the front of their pants.
Yeah, they come out of like the bathroom and they're wearing like a pair of khakis or something.
Yeah.
And there's like white, like splash marks all down the front.
Yeah, but even so, like, because this, everybody's anatomy is different down there as far as some women have a hole more towards the front, some are more to the back, some are a slanted uterus, some slant in, like towards the front, some slant to the back, some have a big hole, some have a little hole. The urethra is right inside the vaginal hole.
You sound like a vagina expert.
I am a vagina expert. I'm a vegetarian.
You have a lot of experience with vaginas.
I do, and I have one.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Go figure.
Okay. Imagine my surprise
thank
the
God.
first time I realized that other holes go in different directions once you're in there.
No, I never really took the time to think about that.
Yeah, I did. I was like, what the fuck? This doesn't feel like me.
Wow.
Okay. Anyway, FYI. Okay, so the splatters and dribbles, I guess if you're not holding it over the entire area and all your pee's not going into this thing, it's going to like go over the top or go down your leg, which could be a huge fucking mess. Oh, unbutton your pants or lift your skirt up to get it out of the way. This device will allow you to urinate while standing up, but you will still have to get access to your privates. Oh, really? 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 I have to access my privates?
Yeah, you need to access it.
Oh, be sure to look at this picture to know to move your underwear to the side. Hold the underwear by the leg hole against your thigh. If you're wearing tight pants, you may need to lower them a little in order to reach. Really?
So you can get the FUD
yes.
up into place?
Yes, look at this, with the underwear pulled to the side.
Oh, yeah. They get the FUD right in place.
Yep. Position the device against your privates. Press the cup up against your body. The pointy spout needs to be aimed towards the ground.
God, I can't.
And away from your feet. Oh, it's a spout. It doesn't, it's like a makeshift dick is what it is. It's a spout. It doesn't hold the urine. It's a spout. It's a makeshift dick. Look at that. And she's holding it like a dick.
And it comes out of there?
Yes, it comes out the tip.
What?
Make sure that the end of the spout is lower than the back of the funnel. Yes.
Oh, so it actually comes out.
Like a dick.
This is just bizarre.
Who knew?
I thought it was something like you catch it with.
No, me too. What?
So what is the point of that?
So you don't have to squat so you can pee standing up.
Really?
Yes. That's what they're doing in the picture. You're just peeing standing up.
That is ridiculous.
Yes.
If you're going to pee outside
this is exciting. I never knew that. I would have the opportunity to write my name in the snow.
Yeah, now you can.
Oh my God. This is really enlightening.
That's great. You know what's really scary though? Knowing how you obsess about shit, and when you like something, you have to buy like 1,000 of them. Now you're gonna be out there writing your name and like making art. The next snowfall that we have, that's it. The whole yard's gonna be like, calligraphy on the fucking front lawn.
Buy different color PUDs. Now listen,
it's FUD.
Know how to clean up when you're done. Be sure to wipe yourself clean or you may get an infection. If you have access to water, you can rinse your device off right away. If you don't have access to water, put the device into a resealable bag or the container it came in and wash it later. Now, why bother washing this if you can just put it out in the sun like the pee rag?
Oh, yeah. I think you should just hang it out to dry in the sun. Yeah.
Oh, my God. There's questions and answers at the bottom.
Oh, stop
How can I cover up pee stains at school? Pee stains are the same as hiding period stains. Tie a sweater, jacket, or scarf around your waist. What can a woman do if she lost her bikini top or bottom in the water while peeing? If you lost the bottom, just pee in the water away from others. Ask someone else to give you a towel. Don't give reasons, then just walk away with your towel bottom. What if I'm in a shopping center far from toilets? Wear incontinence pads if you can't stop peeing at any time. Otherwise, most shopping centers have toilets. Is it okay to pee in my pants? Is it okay to pee my pants if I can't find a restroom anywhere? If you feel okay with that, then you may proceed. On the other hand, if you're in a store and you find yourself peeing your pants, it'll be an ugly moment. And 111 people did a thumbs up helpful on that one.
111 people.
Yes. How can I pee outside without attracting police attention? Make sure it's a safer part of a city or a town because police don't usually hang around safer places and do it very sneakily. Or hide behind a fence or a hedge, or find a toilet and make use of it. You know, this reminds me of that article that I was reading to you a couple of weeks ago about that reporter who went into a neighbor's yard and took a shit.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. That
That's
guy's
great,
nuts.
man.
Holy crap.
All right. Well, that is all very useful information.
It's all very useful.
For those of you that don't know how to pee outside, now you do. And go on to Wikipedia and check out all
how to
of
pee as a woman.
Yeah, I mean, there are just pages and pages of information and graphic illustrations that'll show you the right and the wrong way to do it.
Right. You don't want to do it the wrong way.
Could you imagine?
No,
Oh
I
my
can't.
God.
I can't even believe that came up as an option of things to look at.
Is there a Wikipedia like how to fuck? Like, is there like
I bet you there is.
Could you imagine like
I'll
there's
look for it.
it's going to be graphic illustrations of how to do it and how not to do it? Don't do this. Is there a wrong way to do it? I don't think so.
I wonder. I'm going to have to look into that, and if not, I'll write one.
Yeah.
Did you know
We could make our own illustrations.
we can actually take pictures, real pictures, but then use like an Adobe Photoshop where like it makes a pencil drawing out of it, or like a water paint drawing out of it. You know what I mean? What I'm talking about? And we'll be like, that's not really us.
Yeah.
Yeah. So did you listen to this?
That would be great.
I'm moving on, my love.
Go for it.
Dr. Henry Heimlich, who is now 96 years old, uses his Heimlich maneuver for the first time to save the life of an 87-year-old woman who was choking. How fucking cool is that?
For the first time.
He's never used it before.
How did he develop the technique then if he never used it?
Because it's an anatomy thing. I mean, you don't have to be missing a leg in order to build a prosthetic.
But I mean, think about that. If you're developing anything, be it like a part for a car or like like whatever, aren't you going to like try it out?
No, you can try it on cadavers.
How would you? What?
You can push up in that same method on a cadaver because of the motion, the force that pushes the food out of your airway. There's air in your lungs. If you compress the lungs or from underneath the way you're supposed to with the Heimlich maneuver, it's the force of the air that forces the food out of your mouth.
Oh, is that
you
how
can
it works?
do that on.
I thought it was some sort of like muscular reflex, like when you.
No, you're pushing in and up.
But up on the diaphragm, right? So it's not like a knee jerk reaction.
Right.
With
So the diaphragm, but that has that you're putting like the pressure in it, and any action has an opposite and equal reaction.
Yes.
So you're pushing up, and it then forces what's in your airway up and out because like that makes you go. When you do that. So, So anyway, or maybe he tried it out on the Annie doll. Just kidding.
On the real doll.
Yeah, on the real doll.
He tried out a lot of things on the real doll.
Yes.
You guys know about the real doll? Check that out.
We already talked about that. I got a picture of her on Instagram
Oh my
from
God,
the
that
museum.
thing is freaky, man.
Yeah. So he was sitting next to a woman in his nursing home. Okay. She starts to choke. And it was the first time that he's ever had the opportunity to use this technique, which he formulated in 1974. And he said, it made me appreciate how wonderful it has been to be able to save all those lives. So they were like at a party, and this chick was eating a hamburger. 87-year-old chick was eating a hamburger, and a piece of meat became stuck in her throat. So he was sitting next to her, and then he started doing the maneuver. And he said the food soon popped out of her mouth, and she started breathing normally. And she said, God, put me in this seat next to you. Bet your ass he did. So an employee at the retirement facility had also seen the woman choking. And even though he had done the Heimlich twice before, he let Dr. Heimlich take over. Because normally somebody on staff would do it, but he said, but it is Dr. Heimlich.
Right.
And he did it. How fucking cool is
Dr.
that?
Heimlich,
Can you imagine?
Wow, that's very cool.
It's very, very cool. It's very nice to see that he had the wherewithal at 97 years old to do that.
Yeah.
Can you believe it? Oh, my God.
I wonder what else he's doing at 97.
96, yeah. Well...
You'd be surprised. There's a lot of action going on in these nursing homes, man.
I know. I heard.
I mean, because they don't have a lot of time. I mean, they don't have like a lot of other stuff to do. You know? So like it's like shuffleboard, dominoes, or orgy in room 212.
How do you know?
Everybody, pop your teeth out and let's go at it. You know, like there's just leave your dentures on the night table. That's the only rules.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. Very interesting.
Oh my God. That's funny.
Yes. I have some more information from you. I also have some listener questions.
The safety word is depends.
Oh. So did you want any... I have a question from Patrick Bishop.
Oh, yeah. Give me a question.
Okay.
I love taking those.
When helping people with their homes, they call Skip Bedell.
You want to avoid a headache and save money, he's the man to talk to. Skip Bedell.
He said that he's in the market for a mini split. Could you tell me the model that will do 8 zones?
Okay. Well, you know what? It's very interesting that you happen to bring that up because as we speak and sit here right now, we are waiting for my rep to come and talk to us from Fujitsu. And that's exactly what we're going to be installing in our house in this remodel project that we're doing next week, next Friday. We'll be filming the whole process. And if you hang on 1 second, let me go get the...
Well, I mean, I could put it on pause and he doesn't have to hang on at all.
All right, well, then put it on pause. I'm going to tell you about this right now. What? You're an animal. Oh, my God.
Sorry.
It's a good thing you're sexy. I swear, it's so good. It's like a really good thing that you're sexy. Okay, so we're looking into the Fujitsu system. It's the hybrid flex inverter. It's basically, it creates air conditioning as well as it will heat your house through a heat pump where it inverts that heating and cooling system in the wintertime, and you can use it to heat. Super, super efficient. It uses very little electricity. There's a couple of different models here. Now, they make a wall-mounted unit, which you've probably seen. They go up above a door or a window. They also make a unit that gets mounted up in the ceiling, which we are going to be using a combination of two. Back in the rear part of the house, in our master bedroom, and in the living room, we're going to be using the wall-mounted unit, which is very low profile, by the way. So, I wanted something that really had the lowest profile as possible. This unit, as well as the Mitsubishi, has also a low profile. But this setup here with the Fujitsu, they make what they call a cassette unit as well. And they all work off of the same condenser that goes outside the house. But this cassette basically mounts flush in your ceiling, and it looks very much like your bathroom exhaust fan when you look at the grill that's kind of like flush on the ceiling. And the whole unit is kind of up in the ceiling. Now, you'd have to have like an attic space above that or something, or, a deep enough pocket in the ceiling. Your ceiling joist would have to be deep enough that it would, allow the housing of this thing to go up in the ceiling. But that's a nice option, in that it gives you the option to have something, kind of flush and out of sight. And so it's not like the larger unit that you typically would see for the mini splits hanging on the wall. And they also push out a lot of BTUs. So there's a couple of different models here. They show one that's from 2 to 5 zones, one that's from 2 to 4 zones, and there's a larger one, the HFI series, that will accommodate up to 8 zones on one condenser, which is really very cool because there's no ductwork involved here. If you're looking into this thing and you're finding out about the technical details on them, it's the most efficient way to cool your house because, every linear foot of ductwork that you have through your house coming off a central air handler that would, give you your standard central air conditioning unit, every linear foot that air travels through that ductwork, it is gaining temperature. Even if it's an insulated duct, you are losing some air conditioning. So by the time it comes out of the actual register into the room, and actually enters your house, it's not going to be as cool as it was when it came out of the unit itself. So with these, basically, you're getting the temperature. The air is coming out exactly what you set it out, directly right out of the unit. So it's super efficient, very little electricity. We looked into a lot of different options, and this is the way we decided to go. So check out the Fujitsu. I'll have some more information for you shortly. And again, by next Friday when we do the next podcast, we will be in the midst of installing our system throughout the whole house, and we're going to be filming it too. So at some point, I will make available for you, along with all the other video from this remodeling project, you can see how we did everything. All right, so there you go.
Oh, my God. I wanted to ask you if you'd ever heard of this. Have you ever heard of Backpage?
Of what?
Backpage.
Backpage.
Yes.
I can't say that I have.
Okay. Me neither, but I heard about it this past week. So apparently there is this website, it's backpage.com. It is comparable to Craigslist, but I don't know that it's really popular as far as selling things like people do on Craigslist, but apparently Craigslist removed the adult section about 5-6 years ago.
I knew you were going somewhere dirty with this.
Yep. But Backpage has that section and a lot of sections under the adult.
Uh-huh.
So apparently people or prostitutes advertise themselves on this thing. And I was reading, like, Backpage says that they go through every single ad to make sure that there's no prostitution going on. But what I see, people write in code, and they also use these other fonts that can't be text searched because they don't register as the actual letter that you're using. You know how people use like a 3 for an E or things like that, in words. So there's all these different ads for hookers. I can't even believe what people write on here. So apparently in Deer Park, there is a 100% sexy chick waiting on you. So much sweeter than candy. Then there's Shining Diamond, 19. Korean, 36 double D breast. Hot Asian, new to area. Smoking hot.
Smoking hot.
Smoking hot.
Smoking hot Asian.
Yeah. Private lap dances.
General Tsao.
Puerto Rican kinky, sweet, fun girl, ready to rock your world. Come and play. The perfect choice. Call me. Let's have some fun. I'm here. Special requests. Special. Hamptons. Outcall. Submissive. Ooh. Yeah. Mature. Curvy. Thick and pleasurable. Treat.
Thick and pleasurable.
Yes. $70 special. You get you a me Colombian princess.
Get a you a me.
Tight, wet, and soft. See me now.
All in the same one?
Yes. That we better call that one.
Yeah, tight, wet, and soft.
Yeah. Yeah. So there's hundreds, if not thousands, of these.
Wow.
Yes, I had no idea. I
guess.
And
they all have a phone number or some sort of contact. On that?
It's like Craigslist. You click on the ad and you reply to that, and you get an email.
Okay, you get a message, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Can you believe it?
That is.
I don't know.
Yeah,
sometimes I
think I can believe it when they start putting Wikipedia and telling people how to pee. Yes, I believe everything.
I'm shocked. Yes. I didn't really realize that these things were so easy to find.
Oh yeah, I
had no idea.
Oh my God,
you want to get yourself killed, ladies? You can just put an ad right on here.
Yeah, the internet and social media has made prostitution all that much easier.
Yes, I don't know.
All right. Well,
yeah.
And there you have it. A bunch of useful information, folks.
Yes. Yeah. This is a very educational.
Think about all the things that you've learned today.
Yes.
Okay. Let's recap. Okay.
Okay.
We've learned lots of things that happen in the news. We learned what to do and what not to do when someone's
kill your wife's rapist.
When someone's raping your wife, right?
Yes.
How to do it and not get in trouble. We learned how to pee outside, both for men and actually no, just for women.
Yes.
Sorry, the men's version will come next podcast.
Yeah.
Okay.
You if you want to give your wife a light beating, you can move to Pakistan.
Oh right, yeah. So evidently in Pakistan, you can lightly beat your women, but only with a small stick, not with a big stick.
Right.
And she's also allowed to hold office and be a judge, but still be subjected to your beatings if she is disobedient.
Right. And if you're trying to kill your friend who uses heroin, make sure that it's 100% fentanyl.
Yeah, make sure that when you're peeing into a Yoo-hoo bottle, you put the cap on and don't throw it out the front window of their car.
Oh, my
And that goes the same for vanilla shakes. And let's see what else we can find porn on the new Backstage.com.
No, it's Backpage.
Backpage.com.
Yeah. Look under the adult section.
Yeah. So this has been a very, very educational podcast.
Yes.
I feel, I'm proud that we're able to give such useful information to our listeners.
Yes.
Yeah,
Me
I feel like
too. We're providing a service.
Yeah, we're really contributing to the quality of people's lives.
Yeah, you know what? If you wanted to, you can actually pay us back for all this useful information, and make sure that you go to hammerandnailspodcast.com and click on our Amazon link, so that every time you go to shop at Amazon, you can click there, and it'll help us out a lot. It doesn't cost you anything extra. And don't forget to drag it up to your bookmark bar in your internet browser.
Absolutely.
Also, we are going to be putting up some video once I do a little bit of editing, because you had put up those beautiful, beautiful, beautiful facade tiles on the ceiling, the tin.
Yeah. I was
Oh
just
my
talking
God.
about that with the video. We're filming pretty much every phase of the remodel that we're doing here in the house, inside and outside construction projects. So at some point, we're going to make all this stuff available to you guys, and there's going to be a lot of cool video. It's just a question of going through all the content and getting it all edited together, but it's on the way.
Yes.
So yeah, I'm going to go
There's a
speak to
lot
my
of
editing
editing.
department and tell them to crack the whip back there a little bit. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That means you.
Yeah, I know. I was thinking, who the fuck are you pretending that is?
Get to work.
Bitch.
Get to work, bitch. And with that being said, we want to thank you guys for coming back each and every week. Please tell your friends about
Yeah, we would
the
love
Hammer
to
Nail
implore
podcast.
you to please tell your friends, and please go on to iTunes, give us a 5-star rating, and if you feel you got a couple of minutes, write just a little bit of a blurb about how much you love us. And if you don't, stop listening and do us a favor and do not write anything on iTunes.
There
It's
you
all
go.
good.
We love you guys. Thanks for coming back every week, and we'll catch you next time.
We love you. Bye-bye.
Bye.